told you a little bit about what was happening with the triple jump, and they didn't waste any time getting things going in that event. They've got a nice tailing wind behind them as they run in the opposite direction of the straightaway. And Charlie Simpkins, on his second attempt, he almost lands in the pit on his step phase. He knew it was a good one. It was a big wind, 58 feet, 7 1/4 inches. The wind was well over the allowable, but that takes the lead from Mike Conley. Conley jumping very well in the first couple of rounds, had already posted the best jump in the U.S. this year in his first jump at 57.4 1/2. He came down, you can see him checking up with his hands a bit because of the wind. Not a great technical effort, and he rides this one, a legal wind, 57 feet, 9 1/2 inches, and the battle is joined. Now, I told you about Kenny Harrison earlier. He's had trouble with his knee. He has an arthritic knee. He battled through a stress fracture last summer in Tokyo to become the world champion. He is struggling. Second jump of the competition. He's not having a very good day technically. He does get around 55 feet even, but he's currently standing 6th. So he's going to have to do some work in the next hour or so to get back up in the top 3. Simpkins leading. Conley, both big jumps, and John Tillman, 56.4 1/2, and the 39-year-old Ray Kimble right on Tillman's heels in 4th place. More of the U.S. Olympic trials here at Tad Gormley Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana, as we take a look at the progress and the men's triple jump. Kenny Harrison's 4th attempt of the competition. He's currently 6th. A nice plant on the board, a very good hop, but he lands on that left knee very hard. Excellent step phase. Stretches it out, an improvement to 55 feet, 11 1/4 inches, but that still puts him 5 1/2 inches out of the 3rd place spot, which he must have minimum to go to Barcelona. He is the world champion, and just moments ago, just before we came back, this was his 5th round jump. He knows the pressure's on him. The wind is behind him. He sprints down the runway, and he fouls. Just barely. He will have one more chance to make the top 3. Let's go down to Todd Christensen, who has the 800-meter champion, Joetta Clark. All right, Michael Conley on the runway for his 5th attempt. He's not fooling around like he did in Indianapolis. He's well out, 57.10 1/2. He's in 2nd place. He's chasing Charlie Simpkins, hoping that he will get a little bit of a win. And he broke Brown. He also knew it was a foul, so he will remain in 2nd place. He will have one more chance, a 6th and final effort to try and win the trials, but he looks very solid for making the team for Barcelona.
Live coverage of Mike Conley. Dwight, tell us how they're faring currently now in the triple jump.
Well, Charlie Simpkins rode the only really big wind of the competition to 58.7 1/4. He is leading currently. Conley in 2nd with that 57.10 1/4. He has a 57.9 1/2 legal, which is the trials record. And John Tillman is the one that is ruining Kenny Harrison's parade right now. Tillman at 56.4 1/2. Harrison has to make up over 5 inches on his 6th and final attempt. He's got to hope that there's a big wind behind him, and physically he can stay together. His knee is really bothering him. He hasn't even jumped as far in the final as he did on Friday in the qualifying.
All right,
welcome back to New Orleans. Just moments ago, Kenny Harrison, the world champion from Tokyo, up for his 6th and final attempt here at the Olympic trials. Currently standing 5th, waited for a good wind, and this was it. And as in the 5th round, he fouls. No chance to even measure that mark to know if it was far enough. Kenny Harrison will not be on the Olympic team. One of our good chances for a medal, maybe even a gold medal. His physical problems all spring have been nothing but a problem. He's got to be dejected. He's got to be disappointed. So difficult, feeling so good during the spring until he went to Japan and started having trouble with the knee. It's become chronic. No real determinable damage as far as a standpoint of an MRI or an X-ray.